You're listening to the Good Effin podcast, dedicated to talking all about Big Brother Canada Season 8. Tonight, we're going to dive into the highly anticipated premiere episode. We'll discuss everything from the twist to what Arissa was wearing. I'm Hera, and I'm joined by...
Hi,
I'm Heather with an H.
And I'm Adam, the only Peely stan alive right now.
Okay, so I think we should start off by talking about the twist. Arissa announced that all the furniture is gone and the house guests have to earn their stuff back. The biggest twist of the night was everyone is HOH. So each house guest went in the dining room to nominate 2 people for eviction. Risha and Cindy received the most votes, so they ended up being nominated. Right after that, they went to play in the Power of Veto competition along with Bobby, Kevin, Zach, and Neha. Kevin finished the puzzle first, but he couldn't figure out the lock in time, and Cindy ended up winning the POV, and she chose to nominate Peely in her place. So Peely and Risha are officially nominated, and Arissa announced that Canada will be voting to evict, but the house guests don't know it. So, what are your thoughts on the twist itself, and do you like how it played out? Let's start with Drew.
I think I kind of hate it. I mean, I guess it makes for a good twist when it comes to, what's happened so far on the past seasons of Big Brother Canada, but there's always, I've personally always, enjoyed the separation of our Big Brother and Canada's Big Brother compared to, some of the international versions where the public has to vote on people, just because, I don't know, they're more enjoyable when you separate them. And when it comes to television, I guess I enjoy, the strategy and how the housemates themselves have to vote people out more in our version than in comparison to, UK and Australia's version. So I wasn't big on the twist, and as far as, how it was actually executed and how it played out tonight, I wasn't that big of a fan.
Okay, what do you think, Heather?
I'd agree with Drew on that front, just because, on the one hand, I can understand how walking into the house and having nothing there was good for, dramatic whatever. But aside from that, I don't like it at all. I think it's way too early to introduce something like Canada voting for who to evict, especially with Peely, where she got, 20 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
So it's you don't really have enough time to make an opinion of anyone, especially with the feeds not being on. How can you make any kind of educated decisions about who you want to see more of when you didn't see a whole lot of them in the actual show? I don't like it.
I actually do like it, because I think that it starts things off it's really exciting, and it starts things off very fast, and it forces people to make split-second decisions, and everyone has to get blood on their hands, quote-unquote blood on their hands, which everyone is afraid to do. Everyone is so scared of being the first HOH, and this forces everyone to be the HOH. And I think that the first person who gets evicted, oftentimes it's so random anyways, because you barely get to know the person. You get a couple of days to 1 week to really get to know them. And I think that the first person who gets evicted, it's in Nick last year, I feel like she was targeted just because she was different. And, you don't really get a lot of time to make connections. So it doesn't really change things that much, in my opinion. And, but, I mean, I liked how it was, I don't know, I like how it made people, make decisions, but I don't like who ended up getting nominated. So I do like the twist, I like the idea of the twist, but I didn't like how it was executed because I like Risha and Peely, and I'm sad that they're nominated. So, what about you, Adam?
Well, I kind of agree with that, honestly. I like the idea of it, but how it happened and how 2 girls ended up on the block, because of course they did. You have a clean slate right now. Nobody knows anybody. And it's the most popular vote is the vote that happens. So why are they not going after the big guys instead of putting up the little, like, what is Cindy gonna do in this game?
She's flawless. That's what she's gonna do.
Other than make terrible decisions with nominations, what's she gonna do in this game?
Yeah.
She's not gonna win. So why are you trying to get rid of her now when you can drag her to the end and get rid of a Kevin or a Bruno who was apparently a popular choice for some reason? And then Cindy puts up Peely because Peely didn't hug her and hasn't talked to her yet. Which were, like, quote, that's literally the reason why she put Peely up. So, like, but I like the idea of it. It would have been good if they got rid of two strong guys. Like, if this was season 1, Emmett or Tom is probably gone. But now we're gonna be, and it's Canada's vote. Like, whoa. But
Why?
the no furniture and stuff, I don't really have an opinion on yet because we haven't seen the feeds, and on the actual episode, I barely noticed it. So,
why did I think I know why Cindy with a C got nominated, but like in general, like why do you think why did people vote the way they did? Like, are people just afraid to vote for big, strong guys because of what happened in the first 2 seasons?
I don't know if there was like necessarily any strategy behind it, with the exception of a few people. Like I know Sarah thought strategically about it, and she decided to go after 2 guys that she thought would be like strong threats later on in the game. But I think
so did Peely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just were like, "Oh wow, I have no idea who to put up. I'm just gonna base it completely on personal feelings," and I can't really blame them because they just got there. But I don't know if there was necessarily any real thinking behind it, other than like, "Oh, I don't know if I like this person. This person didn't say hi to me. This person looks weird." It's just random.
Also, like a lot of people couldn't remember names,
Yeah.
but Cindy
Then
made
Cindy-
sure that everyone knew her name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as soon as they announced the twist, I knew she was getting nominated just because she kept introducing herself as Cindy with an S. So like people could remember her name.
I mean, I knew she was getting nominated because of spoilers, but
That's not as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think Risha was kind of the same because she's like this super tall
yeah.
woman.
Mhm.
So she stood out by like physical appearance more so than I'm Cindy with an S. Remember that, I'm Cindy with an S. So it was like I
Yeah.
feel like that had more of an impact than it probably should have. And it's a really stupid reason to nominate someone. Like, well, you're tall and you stand out, so
They probably think she's physical, and she clearly proved that she was not physical whatsoever. So
yeah, it sucks. Who did Jordan nominate? Because he was criticizing Cindy's decision to nominate Peely, right?
Cindy and Risha.
He
Yeah.
nominated Cindy and Risha?
Yep.
Can he really criticize that, like, at all?
Then he has no leg to stand on.
Exactly. Yeah, and we called that about him, that he's going to be all over everyone else's games and then, like, make the exact same moves himself, but it's
Yeah,
suddenly
exactly.
okay when he does it.
Yeah,
But
he
I
would.
so much.
He never would have nominated a big, strong guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, because he's probably gonna align with them.
Like, I hate Kenny a lot, but he nominated Bruno. So,
Yeah, but what does Bruno do?
well, he's got earrings.
Oh boy.
But he's a guy.
Maybe
Like,
for
at
there.
least he nominated a guy and a girl rather than 2 girls right off the bat.
God, if we
Yeah, but
nominated a guy.
he also nominated the, like, only old guy, aside from Greg.
Yeah, it's kind of a
So it's like, it's not exactly anything to applaud when he's like, well, you're old, so you. And also the one with the big boobs. Disgusting. Oh my god.
One more vote for Bruno and he would have been off.
Well,
Would they have done 3 nominees then, or would people have like
Probably would have had to
revoted?
re-vote, yeah, just
Yeah.
for those 2.
Interesting. So Cindy received 8 nominations, Risha received 5, Bruno and Peely both received 4. The only people who didn't receive any votes were Brittany, Craig, Johnny, Jordan, and Willow. So do you guys think that Risha should get evicted or Peely?
Wait.
Okay.
Who would you guys have nominated? Just on first impressions.
Cindy, probably. Like, just because Just because she was going around telling everyone my name is Cindy with an S, I found that so annoying. Like, this, you don't have to spell anyone's name in that house. Like, why are you doing that?
It's not Survivor with a C.
I just think that she would have been an easy person to nominate. And then
no way.
I would have tried to nominate a guy for my second one. Maybe Bruno. Honestly, I would have went with the easy choices.
I have no idea who I would have picked. I think it would just depend on like what I was feeling in the moment. Because Cindy obviously annoyed all these people, so she had to be pretty annoying in person. So I can't necessarily judge them for putting her up.
Yeah. Would you vote for someone if they didn't hug you?
No.
No.
No. I can see why.
I wouldn't admit to that being the reason. I'd be like, this person didn't socialize with me enough, and I don't know where their head is at. I wouldn't be like, they didn't hug me. Although that did make me like Cindy just a little bit more.
Ugh.
Who would you nominate, Adam?
See, it's hard because you have to think about who you could work with in the house, but you also have to think of who is going to be competition to you. Like, as much as I hate Greg, I'd probably be able to work with him. And
Yeah.
Same with Zach. So Kevin would definitely be one person I'd put up. And probably Bobby or Bruno is the other one.
Why Bruno? I don't I'd have no personal attachment to
He
him.
gives
I'm
me
just trying
such Derek vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way he was talking in his video.
Just the way he talks. And he's got kids.
And he was crying.
You're literally taking food out of my children's mouth.
Oh
I
god.
mean, Paul had kids too, so.
2 people cried in their intro video, and it was Bruno and Risha.
Well, Risha had like a reason because she was talking about her parents dying.
Yeah, but like they died a long time ago, right?
I
I
don't
sound
think
so
that goes
heartless.
away.
Sad over it.
They died from cancer at like,
I don't know. I did judge people crying in their videos. Like, it seemed kind of like calculated.
I mean, you're leaving your kids for like 80 days. I don't really
I mean, why is he
blame the
already
guy.
like either he's faking it or
One of
he's-
his kids is like a few months old.
He's just
That's the thing.
that's
he's
just
gonna-
parents, I think.
It's his choice. He left. It's like Sarah complaining last year and being like, "Oh, I never agreed to leave my kids." Okay, yeah, you did though. Like, that's the entire point of going on the show. You know you're gonna be away from your family.
In
So
her
why are
intro
you acting
video,
surprised?
she was celebrating being able to leave her kids. So
Yeah. So maybe
Wait,
Bruno will be the opposite. I don't know.
Wait, so who do you guys think should be evicted, Risha or Peely? Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
But personally, when it comes to like who I think is gonna make the best TV over the next few days, probably I would evict Peely. I know that she's probably gonna end up being the better competitor down the line, and I don't know. I just think when it comes to the storyline, and I know not everybody thinks this way, and everybody focused on like who's gonna be the best game player, who has a better chance of making it to the end or aligning with people. I think Peely would probably do better. But Risha's just more interesting to me, and I think she really lucked out tonight with the editing because Peely got no screen time, and she probably got the most screen time compared to the rest of everyone else. And most of it was spent talking about how sad her life is, so I think Risha lucked out. I have a feeling she's gonna stay, and I don't mind her staying.
Yeah, do you think the production is blatantly manipulating people into keeping Risha? Or do you think it's just like
Probably.
random?
Probably.
I think
I would
it's a little
say.
bit of both. I think
Well,
she's probably
they couldn't spoil the Peely nomination because like the spoilers came out. We're obviously going to come out for the initial nominations, but they're like, okay, you guys have to leave for the veto. We don't want this getting spoiled. So that's the whole reason that the initial noms got screen time.
I think it was a little bit of production, a little bit of Risha herself. Or I'm probably just giving her too much credit for that, but I know if I was on the block, I would probably do whatever I can to like hype up that part of my story so people are interested.
It also helped that all the guys were talking about her boobs. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy's got a lot of screen time.
Evan got a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
It was like really gross every time he was on. I like the cougs and I
He's
like the
gonna be in the
boobs.
diary room a lot. He's gonna be like our narrator, like Peter.
Jordan's gonna try and be like our Peter, but unfortunately, he's somehow managed to be even more awkward.
Jordan's his own Peter.
Jordan is awful in the diary room from what we've seen so far.
I don't think anyone really stood out to me in the diary room. Did anyone stand out to you guys?
No, nobody really talked.
Yeah.
I remember Brittany got a few diary room scenes, but she wasn't really like funny or anything. So
No, she was just kind of there.
um,
Most of the people were just kind of there. For some reason, like, the hour just, like, flew by, but, like, nobody really... There was not really, like, any focus on anybody. I feel like Rissa was definitely, like, the star of this episode.
As it should be.
Exactly.
I agree.
So who do you think should stay, Heather?
It sucks because I like them both a lot, but I'd agree with what Drew said about, like, potential entertainment value, and I can see Risha being, like, a more interesting character to watch develop, as opposed to Keely, who, not to say she's boring, but I feel like she'd be safer or more like something we've seen before, if that makes sense.
She just laughs at everything.
Exactly.
All the time, for no reason.
Like, I feel like I get really annoyed watching the feeds if her just laughing all the time, as opposed to Risha coming back as some kind of like Black Widow and being amazing to save. But that's also just like a dialogue I wrote in my head, so it's probably not true.
Okay, Adam, why do you think Peely should stay?
Controversial.
Alright. She was my favorite pregame, so I'm very biased. But, like, I feel like she's gonna be a better player in the game over Risha. Like, clearly Risha showed that she's not physical whatsoever today. And shocker, Peely revealed that she's a gymnast and a cheerleader, which I don't think anybody actually knew. So, like, she's gonna be able to do well in competitions. She's obviously got at least a little bit of a read where she's nominating 2 guys rather than 2 girls. And I just don't get the hype about Risha, honestly. I feel like Risha's just gonna end up working with the guys, and it's just gonna be a big disappointment for everybody, and I'm gonna say I told you so, but we'll see.
But then you can have your satisfaction of being right.
Yeah, but I'll also have Peely out of the house week 1.
I mean, I could see arguments for both sides.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem with the twist is that we don't get any live feeds. I think if we had live feeds, then I could make up my mind. But, I mean, I'm leaning towards Risha because I do think that she's a more original housemate or house guest. Like, we haven't had an older woman before, and I want her to do well. But at the same time, I do think that she was a little bit weak in the competition when she started crying. So I could see her being that person who cries a lot, unfortunately. And that's not going to be fun.
She's gonna be like Shelly.
So, and
if
she...
She's gonna get stuck in the honey and not be able to get up.
That's even
She's
better.
gonna take her time, okay? Every single competition, she's gonna take her time.
I would love another Kathy.
I know, right?
Canadian Kathy.
Oh god.
And then, with Peely, I do think that she would go further. If she were to stay, she would go further in the game. I think that she could make connections with people better than Risha can. I could see Risha being isolated and no one wanting to work with her.
She's just gonna get nominated again anyway. Like,
yeah, I could see her getting nominated next week anyways. I don't think anyone's gonna want to work with her.
Cindy are gonna be the noms next week.
Yeah. I mean, she had, like, there's like a ticking clock with, Risha. And I feel like, some people were already kind of, like, didn't somebody hug Peely? And I feel like Peely has already made some friends.
Oh yeah,
possibly.
the whole house, like, went and comforted her when she was nominated.
Yeah, and I could see Risha being isolated. So I think that's a reason to keep Peely around. I'm not sure. So yeah.
Let me tell you what I think is happening in the house right now.
Okay.
Peely's in there laughing about everything, getting along with everybody. And Risha's just groveling by herself in the have-not room.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. That's why, like, I started off supporting Risha. But I think I talked myself into wanting Pee-wee to stay. But I
Do
don't
you think
know.
there's like a reason that we're not getting the feeds until Wednesday?
Suspense?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, because they're not even voting anybody out.
Deep
Oh,
down,
yeah.
I'm like hoping that what's gonna happen. This is just a dream scenario for me because I don't really want either of them to leave. Is that it's somehow gonna be revealed that whoever gets evicted stays, and then the feeds are gonna come on, and it's gonna be like when we got the secret room, and we got like the feed on the secret room. Whoever gets evicted is gonna be in there, and then
But the vault
everybody
is
else
the
will leave.
secret room.
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't think it would be as fun for them to stand around in the vault, but
But they'd have everything.
yeah.
They'd have all the food and all the furniture and all the clothes.
I'm just hoping that this whole twist is a little bit more than just the public voting and something
Yeah.
Yeah.
exciting happens after the vote, at least.
Something
all
about it
red
doesn't make
herring.
sense. Like, why would you ask for the public vote when the public can't see anything?
Yeah, that's I feel like if the live feeds were on, then I would like this twist more.
Exactly.
That way I would know exactly who I like, not just based on the edit. You know how Arissa said that the house guests don't know that Canada is voting? Do you think on Wednesday they're going to vote and then she's gonna reveal that that the person they voted out is not the person who's going home, that Canada decided? Or do you think that they're not gonna vote at all?
That would be good. That would be good TV. Because then one person could get voted out and the other person actually gets voted out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would definitely create like conflict, drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that, based on what we know right now, unless there's like some drastic change, I'm pretty sure everybody would vote out Risha, but Peely would actually be the one leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that would cause so much chaos.
That would separate Risha even more than she already was.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that if they did a twist, it would be like fun to watch, but as far as like it benefiting whoever stays, it's not
Yeah.
going to.
It'd be
They
kind of
don't care,
detrimental.
Yeah, but I mean, if Risha's going home next week anyways, then we might as well get something out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if they voted to evict her, they'd just try and get her out the next time anyway.
Unless she automatically becomes HOH, and then what happens?
Oh god. And she puts up 2 more girls. And that Cindy and Ashley are up on the block. That's half my team gone.
What did you think of the Power of Veto competition? It kind of reminded me of the Divergent one from last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how it was like 3 strong guys. And I think at least 2 of them have said that they would throw any competition that they were in, especially if it was physical.
See, it was 3 strong guys, but it was only 1 smart guy.
Mm-hmm. And then there was Kevin.
Is Kevin smart? Is he the smart one?
Well, I mean, he
he's
finished the
proven to be awful,
puzzle.
but he hasn't been proven like to be stupid.
Yeah. And he was the one who was like, I'm gonna throw every competition and I'm gonna make a big show of it.
For all we know, he did throw it.
No, he's gonna say he threw it because he got beat by freaking Cindy. That's what's gonna happen. Like,
No,
he's
didn't
like,
he say that, like, he feels like a 5-year-old
no,
or
he
something?
feels like he got beaten by a 5-year-old girl. So it's like, you're clearly not throwing this bud.
Yeah, he's awful.
And I love how, when he was going into it, it's like, well, this is really easy to solve. It's only a matter of figuring out which of the 64 possible combinations. It's just math, really. And then Cindy goes up and she's like, I watch spy movies, so I gotta listen to the click, and then she gets it. And it's like, that's amazing. Thank you.
See, this is why I want Cindy to stay.
Yeah,
For at least a little
exactly.
while.
Like, she goes about it so, like, she goes about it so simplistically, and then it
She
works.
could be this season's Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria / Sabrina with, like, more competition winning ability.
Yeah, she's clearly smarter than she gave off.
Yeah.
I think, how do I explain it? I think she has potential to do decent at competitions, but strategically, like when it comes to nominating and like actually having power, I don't know how well she'll do. Because she didn't we decide that she like really didn't know much about the show, and based off of her decision tonight, she's not exactly
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing anything big.
I really think she's gonna have she's not gonna get along with the girls at all.
No.
So that's kind of why I wanted her to leave. because I think that she's just gonna do whatever the guys want.
The way you're talking about her right now sounds like you're talking about Rachel Riley.
Oh.
Like straight up, the way you're all describing her.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was how Adam was.
That is kind of weird.
Risha's not gonna get along with anybody. There's a difference.
Yeah, she's gonna be isolated. Okay, do you want to go back to like when they introduced the house guests, just to kind of go over that quickly?
Sure.
So, the first batch of house guests were Zach, Ashley, Jordan, Professor Godfrey, Sarah, and Brittany. So like, what were your impressions of them based on how they were presented in the episode versus like preseason interviews?
Everyone was more likable.
A little bit, I guess.
I was surprised that Ashley was playing up the whole like sexuality thing a lot more.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I was like,
that was really weird.
Yeah, like she was on what was she doing in her video?
She was like wearing a little
She's in like the shortest shorts you'll ever see.
I mean, like, I'm so goofy, and then she's like riding a
bull
in a barn or something.
I feel like I was spot on about her getting into a showman's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was surprised that they were playing it up so much. I wasn't expecting that.
That's what they do in the first episode. Every single time. Because they know showmances bring the most drama.
I liked Sarah a lot more than I did in her preseason interviews. Like, when they entered the house and she was doing her little tribute to Tala.
That was cute.
Yeah, and...
Oh, keep going.
And, when she went in the storage room and she did, like, a little tribute to Nick, I think. When she was, like, jumping up and down.
Apparently that's a curse. doing the dance in the storage room.
I'm hoping Sarah's, like, the Nicole that we deserved, like, early Phoebe 16.
I mean, the not dumb one who nominates guys instead of... Yeah.
Yes. I really, really like Sarah.
That's another thing about Peely. She's not going to be afraid. She's clearly not going to be afraid to nominate whoever. Like, I don't think she cares. She's just going to do whatever she needs to do.
To laugh her way through those nominations and then go and like, lock herself in the HOH room and be like, I don't care. Come to
She'll
me
laugh her
if you
way
want
through
it
the
back.
nominations, and nobody will take it personally at all.
Yeah, I don't think
They'll
anyone's
laugh along with her.
I don't know about that one.
Laughing all the way to the bank.
So, anyway, and then, like, Zach and Ashley were talking about how they think each other is hot. So, like, do you think there's something going on there? That's why I drafted them.
That's why I drafted them both. I saw that coming from a mile away.
It's either going to happen or it's going to be one of those things that's mentioned in this episode and then never mentioned again, like freaking Paola and Cody.
Oh, God.
That was so funny. And then I remember Amber was saying how she thought Devin was hot.
Yeah.
And Devin was like, Joey is the most attractive woman here.
And then Joey turned out to be crazy. So.
Oh, my God.
Joey turned out to be Alex. And then the second batch was Willow, Craig, Dr. Neha, Johnny, and Bruno. So, anything that jumps out from them?
Neha's video scared the hell out of me.
I loved it. I like the part where she got the
I can't even watch chiropractor shit.
She definitely has resting bitch face syndrome, I thought. And
her face when they told her they weren't getting anything was amazing.
I know. She kind of reminded me of Natalie from Survivor. Natalie Anderson. I don't know why.
Not her sister?
Nadia? No, Natalie.
See, everybody keeps comparing Neha to all these like different reality people, and I'm just not seeing any of the comparisons other than that she has like tan skin and dark hair.
I don't know why, I just saw like Natalie in her for some reason. I think it's like, I don't know, because Natalie was always kind of like very strong. I don't know.
I mean, I can see Natalie more than like the Victoria comparison she's getting.
It's a good thing. It's like a good thing that she reminds me of Natalie. Like, it means that I think she will do good. So, and hopefully she does. What did you think of Johnny's video?
Ugh.
I don't like him.
Who?
Johnny,
So
he had a
tryhard.
shrine,
Alright.
and he
Yeah.
said he takes baths with his dog.
His
I
dog that
forget
he
which
just
one
got
he said
like
it.
8 months ago.
His dog Vito.
Yeah, that was what I was just about to bring up. It's really apparent that he just recently got into the show, which isn't a bad thing, but the whole Vito dog thing.
And saying that he wants to be the anti-Anil with his shrine, and it's like, who are you trying to convince, bud? And that like reminds me
Please
of
let
like,
me be the
Willow.
next Netta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to be the next Netta. It's like, okay, you have a shrine and a dog. That's about like it.
It's a vision board.
I liked him. I actually liked
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
like.
talk about Willow, but not for too long.
Oh my god.
I liked her
Yeah.
so much more in her pre-interview than I did tonight's episode. She was just a little too much for me tonight.
She was the female Arlie.
Yes. I was gonna say her video reminded me exactly of Arlie's video from the last season.
Training for Big Brother.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, was saying, oh, I'm training every day. I'm going outside in this weather and standing on ice and doing this. And like, you're already on the show, Willow. Stop.
But she was doing it before she was cast.
I don't care. It's annoying. Why would you bring it up in like your interview thing? It just seems so try hard, and I don't like it.
I really think she's gonna go far though. I think that everyone's gonna forget about her.
I think she's gonna be a comp threat. Nobody's gonna forget about her.
I don't know. I don't think so. The only other thing about Johnny is that I wrote down that he should not have been wearing that pink sweater. I
He
hate it.
shouldn't have been doing a lot of things.
Yeah, okay, and then the last batch were Kevin, Risha, Bobby, Cindy, and Peely. So, anything that jumped out?
Bobby shouldn't have been skateboarding because he's not good at it.
Oh my god. Bobby's basement. Bobby's basement where he goes down and goes and says like aloha and how he's fun, Bobby. He's
It
fun,
looks like
Bobby.
he locks girls down there. Like, it was creepy.
He just reminded me so much of like if Emmett and Judd had a baby.
No.
I
don't want that to happen ever.
I don't know, that's what I kept thinking. Yeah, the Peely cheerleading stuff did surprise me. Because that didn't seem like the focus of her preseason interviews so much.
I mean, like I said, literally all she did in her preseason interviews was just laugh. So,
Yeah.
this introduction was really our proper introduction to her.
And then, we talked about Risha and Cindy already, but, like, Risha, her parents died of cancer when she was, younger, and she raised her younger sister. And I like how they cut from Kevin saying he's a big fan of cougars to Risha saying, yeah, I'm a cougar. Of course I'm a cougar. That typical Big Brother thing.
Well, yeah, that's why they cast these people.
Yeah.
Kevin somehow became more unlikable. I didn't think that was possible.
Kevin made Jordan likable, which is hard.
I thought that before the season. Like, Kevin made me like Jordan more. Still don't like Jordan. But...
You like him
If
more
anything,
than
I just-
Kevin.
I just feel bad for Jordan. He's just awkward in
Yeah.
every way.
His video is so bad. With the giant chess pieces. So what did you think when everyone got in the house? What do you think of the house in general?
It's very empty.
Yeah.
It looks nice with all the furniture in it. When are we gonna get the furniture? That's gonna suck so bad for whoever's evicted first if they like don't even get to see their clothes or anything.
Well, they don't have
Just
to
standing in
pack.
an empty house.
I have to sleep on the floor.
Didn't someone hurt their back from sleeping on the floor?
Ashley did. From those weird, like, slabs of bed that were all twisted up that, like, basically forced your spine to go into an S shape for the entire night. That would suck.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up with the have-not room? There's like a button in there or something?
It's a twist, and it'll turn on whenever they we're supposed to turn it on, and whoever's the have-not is going to get the special power.
A lot of things were vague.
Well, yeah, they're not going to reveal everything in the first episode.
Well, they should. Less lasers, more twists.
No more lasers.
I thought Brittany was getting along with people like really fast. Like I thought she was one of the most likable girls. Like she was hugging Ashley and Sarah. I
feel like Ashley was trying to hug Brittany and Brittany wasn't having it. Like Ashley was grabbing onto her arm and Brittany's like, "Who the hell are you?"
It's that New York attitude coming out.
Ashley was like less she's still boring, but she was like less robotic than I thought she would be.
I should have known she'd be like this because she's from Calgary, so it's kind of obvious that she's gonna play up the cowgirl shit.
I'm not looking forward to her showmance.
Neither am I.
I'm not really looking forward to any of the showmances. I can't see any of these people being like tolerable in a pair.
Yeah.
I mean, of the two meatheads, like Zach and Bobby, like who do you prefer?
I mean, I
Zach.
have both of them on my team, so I can't really say anything.
Zach
Probably Zach.
doesn't really have like anything about him that's awful. He's just boring and kind of stupid.
They're both kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, why did they cast both of these guys? Like one would have been enough. Because I feel like they both bring the same thing to the table.
Is Bobby older?
Yes.
He's late 20s and Zach is early 20s.
Maybe
Sarah
that's
gets like 5 minutes to screen. Not even. Her intro video is like 2 minutes and then she's gone. Her and Godfrey got
what
like.
he wants to say.
What else?
Godfrey got like nothing.
Yeah, they both did. They both got like combined. They both got the same amount as Jordan did on his own.
I wish we had feeds right now so we could watch Godfrey be amazing and plant evidence and... Oh no, there's no bags.
It's way too early for that.
Oh, and is everyone's nomination secret? Or is everyone gonna know who voted for who?
I'm sure they'll
That's
talk
what I was
about it.
wondering too.
I know, but like, is it gonna be revealed to the house?
I don't think
Could
so.
be.
Because people could lie.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Why would they make Cindy do hers in public for the renom if no one else's was? Like, that seems really unfair.
To screw Cindy.
I know, and they shouldn't do that. Because she's on my team.
They shouldn't have Topaz either, but...
No, that was hilarious.
What did you guys think of Arissa's outfit?
I thought it was great.
She was wearing like this strappy dress.
Is her hair different? It's like a different color.
I don't know.
It looks darker than normal.
Could have just been the lighting, because they had to make it darker in there for all the lasers, yeah?
I like how they pan to Arlie, John, and Netta sitting in the audience.
I wish Arlie wasn't there.
Yeah. I read somewhere that John was being really obnoxious at the taping, and I could see it.
It's pretty understandable.
Her hair looks black.
Arissa?
Yeah, it looks darker.
It's probably the lighting. Is there anything on social media that we want to talk about?
All I know is that Heather loves Cindy. That's about it. Netta is sad about Pilar possibly going.
I think Heather is obligated to like Cindy because Cindy said that she liked Heather and like Heather's one of her BB idols.
I just got so confused right there. Okay.
Not yet.
We should just call Heather Heads from now on.
Heads and heads.
I have Netta on my side. That's all I care about.
I'll be sad with whoever goes home.
Yeah, I only don't like Risha right now because she's nominated against Peely. So.
I mean, if Risha does stay, I hope that she...
Doesn't flop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to prove you wrong.
I think the first boot was always kind of disappointing.
Rest in peace, Nick.
And Kat. Kat going.
Oh, Kat. She's
It's
so
always a
forgettable.
girl.
Nominations are so good. Suzette had really good nominations initially, and then it fell apart.
Joey was the perfect first boot, though.
It was hilarious because you're first member of Team America.
Bye.
I have unanimous vote. Bye, Joey.
She didn't even get to do anything or try to win money for herself.
I'm
Allison
excited for
tweeted
that.
something
What'd she tweet?
at AllieDub. Surprised with Cindy's comp ability, however, she skipped a prime opportunity to target one of the guys.
This coming from
Okay,
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah,
Okay, Allison.
I know. I'm like, wow, really?
I mean, playing is different from watching, but coming from Allison.
Exactly.
Aika said that she hopes Risha stays. So that's Aika's
I'm not shocked by that.
preference.
Says Ike is great.
Yeah. Heather from BB Can 2.
Heads.
Heads. She tweeted, I would just like to say people are entitled to like and root for whoever they want on BB Canada for whatever reasons they want.
She's so great.
Preach.
Princess. She's so let's be nice.
Do you guys care who Evil Dick is? Or just Dick? I refuse to
this'll
say
be good.
Evil Dick. He's
he like
rooting for
Risha?
Risha to stay, yeah.
Of course he
I
does. He
wonder
wants to bang
why.
her.
And he's going to Disneyland with Scott tomorrow.
Scott.
From BB Can 2.
What
We
the
need
hell?
Wow.
Scott the
Can't
drag
see
queen.
them even interacting.
I know.
We're going to Disney World.
Well, I guess that means Scott's not going to be on the season, like officially. But that's fine.
Risha and her boobs need to stay in the house. From Evil Dick.
And he
That's
retweeted someone who said, there's no need for pliers that have no grasp on anything. Which is a dig against Peely, I think.
It's probably Cindy, because Dick doesn't like Cindy. Oh yeah, it is. Evict Polo.
Andy from BB15 wants Risha to stay as well.
Big Brother Canada 2 is also excited about Ashley and Jordan. So,
The official
some great
Twitter?
taste going on from here. Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
I feel like all of the ex-house guests like Jordan.
He's going to fit right in with them.
Yeah.
Him and Peter are gonna be besties, except Peter's gonna hate him during the whole show.
Do you think Kevin and Rochelle will hook up after the season is over?
No.
I hope not. I like Rochelle now, so I hope she doesn't lower herself to that.
I want to know if Jessie from Big Brother 15 is going to be involved at all, or if she's officially done somehow starting drama with random people constantly.
I thought she was doing cocaine now. According to Gina
That's
Marie.
that's a rumor. Let's
Oh my
not get
God.
in any trouble.
Okay,
Leave
please,
that to
please
GM.
don't sue us, Jessie from BB15.
Leave that to Gina Marie.
I was on her Twitter the other day, and I'm pretty sure she's somewhere random now doing something I didn't even know she had any interest in. Hold on.
Alright, Rochelle wants to keep Peely too. That's two people I've got on my side.
I don't like her anymore then.
So does John's sister.
John's sister is not a BB contestant.
I don't care.
He's scraping for anyone he has right now.
Anyone.
I mean, so far the people rooting for Risha are Evil Dick and Andy.
Yeah, think about your taste right now, people.
But then there's also Aika, so.
Kyle Shore is popping off about there being 7 people from Ontario and calling it Ontariable.
Oh no.
Wow, really, Kyle?
That's a personal thing there, Kyle. Them fighting words right there.
Who is Kyle Shore in this world?
Exactly. Who is he? Who remembers him? Not even him.
All I remember is him being the worst for 2 episodes, and then suddenly him getting evicted and giving the typical "we all bleed red" speech at the end.
And then coming out afterwards and being like, so Janelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His picture is also a picture of him with a golden dick, so what do you expect, right?
Fitness trainer with aspirations to one day join the police force or military.
Alec has been tweeting about crushing on Neha. he tweeted hashtag Beha.
Well, we know that's gonna happen postseason then.
I hope not.
I don't know.
Neha is like
Alec
a 10.
always gets his ways.
No,
Neha
Neha's a
could
10,
like-
and Alec is like a 4, 4.5.
Neha could be like, oh my god, my tongue. Okay. Neha could also like destroy him. That's the thing. With a look.
Or with her chiropractor background.
Yeah, she could just like snap his neck if she wanted to.
Tala tweeted, hello, Godfrey.
Like, hello, Godfrey, or just
Yeah.
hello?
Insight from Tallow.
With the girl shrugging a shoulder emoji, of course, because it's Tala. She uses it in like every tweet she makes.
I bet, like, the house is completely different than what the premiere episode showed.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
why the feeds are cut right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they probably have their furniture and stuff now.
Probably not all of it, but probably
Some of the diary room stuff, like when they
Yeah.
were going in the diary room, like their clothes were lived in.
Yeah, maybe that's why the people were shirtless in their DRs, because they
Oh,
were
Zach?
wearing dirty clothes.
Zach was the first one
Of course he was.
to be like the
No
one
one
to
sucked.
take his shirt off.
Oh, so he's doing the Kyle, except instead of like when he comes right into the house and rips his shirt off, he's doing it. Yeah.
I just noticed that how in his video he was like, my dad always taught me to be respectful of others. And then all I could think about was that tweet to Peter. I was like, what you're saying is contradicting everything right now.
That's why his Twitter is locked.
I was gonna say in case anybody cares about what Dan Giesling is up to. He's apparently rooting for Kevin, or he was until he didn't throw the first competition.
Oh my god, how typical.
But isn't it smart to win that competition? Because you don't know
No.
who the replacement nominee
No.
is going to be.
Yeah, let's win the first competition. The first physical competition.
I know, but like, what if you end up being the replacement nominee? They didn't explain the rules.
True.
I mean, I would try to win it just because I'd be scared that Cindy or Risha would win it, and then who goes up? Like, everyone is HOH. I have to talk to everyone?
That's such a scary thought.
So, like, I would win it out of fear.
Everyone is HOH. I hope that never happens again in the history of Big Brother.
Isn't Dan Giesling going on a morning show with Arissa?
He's on it all week.
Really?
All
Yeah.
week. Oh my god.
So
I thought
is he
was
gonna
done
watch
with
the
Big Brother.
season?
Probably.
I don't think he watched much of it last year. But he did a week of the morning show last year too.
Because he gets paid for it.
Well, yeah.
He'll do anything for like money.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can say that about most people.
Yeah. Is Sabrina watching? Did Sabrina tweet about the episode?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure she'll probably watch. I don't know if she said anything about it though.
I want to know who
Someone
Sabrina's
commented
rooting for.
Probably Cindy.
Someone commented that she didn't say anything. But it might have changed.
I feel like Sabrina's probably rooting for, like, Ashley.
Yeah.
Really, not Cindy?
No.
They're like the same person.
No.
See, but they're the same
That's why
person.
she
But
wouldn't.
I don't think Sabrina like enjoys players like Cindy.
Like herself.
Yeah.
I don't think Sabrina
really
views
do it.
it like that.
Sabrina can't watch. She's in Mexico. Oh, can we talk about Jinja Ninja?
Oh my god. Okay, can I like vent him for the rest of my life? I was so done where like he goes into the DR. Hey Arissa, what it is? I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then that was like a pity kick. And he's already making me regret it. Are you joking?
I liked his little hand motions.
That's a baseball thing.
Better win some competition. So at least like I'll have some reason to have him on my team instead of just being like, so the Ginger Ninja is here to vote. What it do? Talking like using slang from like, oh my god.
From when he was a kid.
Exactly, he's trying to pretend he's younger
Yeah,
than
how's he
is,
gonna
and
be
he's
30
using
years
these, like,
old?
dated things. What is up, my peeps? Like,
Hey.
how about that MTV music station?
So what are they gonna... So Wednesday's episode is gonna be,
9 o'clock.
What are they gonna
Eviction.
show? Everyone
It'll
just
probably be the eviction. It will be the eviction, but
Yeah.
it'll be like all the campaigning and shit, and then
But the campaigning doesn't even matter.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then they'll
Oh.
find out, and then they'll be like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I mean, we'll probably be introduced to the first guys alliance.
What was that?
Oh, yeah, it's
Kevin
good for my
liked already
bros.
talking about that, but not actually doing it.
Well, because the DRs are probably filmed later, so they've
That's
probably
true.
already made
Oh
one.
god, it's like Kevin and probably Zach and Bobby.
Bobby.
And Bruno.
And then like there's two girls who think they're part of the alliance, but they're really not.
And Jordan is going to be Ian Terry and try and be friends with all the girls. Except nobody will like Jordan.
I feel like Jordan's gonna go out pre-jury.
He can hang out with Risha.
He's so awkward. And like I don't hate him. Alright, God. I mean,
I hate him because I know he's gonna become.
At this point.
like I think he's gonna be more likable than Peter at least.
That's not saying much
Hopefully.
though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty low bar.
Rugburn is more likable than.
The way he
Peter.
came in was exactly how Peter came in, too. Like, with the fist pumping and everything.
I don't know, like he doesn't like Peter makes me think of like I don't know, like a creepy sociopath.
Exactly what Jordan reminds me of.
No,
so.
Jordan isn't a sociopath though. So,
We don't know that yet.
I don't know.
Everything up, like, and let it build and build and build, and then there's gonna be like something that sets him off, and he'll just explode on everyone and unleash his inner Peter Brown and Cochrane all at once.
I feel like he's too like intimidated by people to actually confront anyone. Like he's just
Probably.
going to rant about people in the DR.
Mm-hmm.
He'll talk shit behind their back.
Yeah, exactly.
So he'll be Peter. Like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're like
but
the same
I feel like
person.
he's gonna have a little more self-awareness after the show. So I'm giving him a little bit of credit. Like he'll come to his senses after the show and be like, yeah, I sucked.
Like Paul.
Unlike Peter. Also, Kevin, when he came into the house, he did the Arlie thing where he got down on his knees and, like, kissed the floor.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cindy, I'm Jordan with the J. Nice to meet you.
I feel like Kevin and Cindy are gonna end up in an alliance. Like Cindy is gonna be the girl that Kevin, like quote unquote, controls.
You mean the girl he drags to the end? Or tries to?
Yes, tries to.
Sorry, I
Is
had to
he young
correct
enough for
that.
him though? Because his whole thing is, well, I like to manipulate young girls.
Well, Cindy will probably
25.
lie about her age.
I want the girls to do really well though. Like I could see, I really saw a lot of potential in Sarah.
You know, it would be the first step, not nominating each other.
I know. And Sarah and Peely were the only ones who didn't nominate other girls, so.
Who did Neha nominate?
Godfrey and a girl.
Also, Heather, you were totally right. How Sarah just brought up weed every time she talked.
I know.
I mean, she calls herself an employee, so.
She's
Johnny nominated Neha and Cindy, and Neha nominated Cindy and Godfrey. I don't know why it surprised me that Johnny nominated Neha.
Because you would think they get along, but.
I thought they were standing next to each other at some point. I don't know.
Maybe that's why he did it. He's like, oh, I remember her name, so let's put her up.
I'm
I mean,
surprised
they did-
nobody nominated Jordan.
because he's
No.
totally useless. Everyone can tell he's this short, scrawny kid who's not going to do anything.
Is there
I can
anything
he-
else that we would like to discuss?
I can hear the tumbleweed go by.
Thank you for listening to the Good Effin podcast. Leave your comments and or questions on our YouTube page. You can follow us at Good Effin Pod for updates, and we also have a Tumblr, which is goodeffinpodcast.tumblr.com. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Really? You want good TV? Does everybody want good TV? Is that what they want?